Hello, this is Leslie from the Mug Tug at Pottery. I am going to show you how to use foam clay. Okay, don't ask me why it's called foam clay, because there's no clay involved. It's just sticky balls of foam. Okay, so this is foam clay. Okay, or this is one of our potty animals, unicorn potty animals, decorated with foam clay. Okay, so if you can see, it's quite textured, it's bobbly, it's not smooth and shiny like the effect that our underglaze paints will give you. Okay, so if you're after this look, great fun. Grown-ups have just as much fun with it as the kids. Very therapeutic, very tactile, great for anybody that likes the sensory things. Okay, so great fun. So let me show you how to use it and works. Okay, and how to create something like this. Okay, so you'll get enough foam clay to decorate your pots, but it will come in a kit like this with 3 tubs in, and that's been plenty to use the unicorn. Okay, I will make sure that there's enough foam clay in your kit whatever you order. Okay, if you want any extra colours, they will possibly, I've got some spare ones, they will possibly be on sale, but have a look at the website to see what we've got, or give us a call. It's always good to give us a ring and call. Anyway, back to what I'm supposed to be talking about. Okay, foam clay. We've had plenty left over. This is from the 3 tubs. This is what I've got left over from decorating your unicorn. So I'm going to demonstrate with a deep purple because that you'll see it a bit easier. Okay, here's a blank unicorn. Okay, and let me show you how this works. Okay, these are the instructions, or similar to the instructions that we'd give you if you came to use this on the boat. Okay, so comes in the tub. This is foam clay, sticky, squidgy balls of foam. Okay, it's great fun, sticky, very clean, not a lot of mess. So what you need to do, get a small bit out. Don't get too much out. If you get a big bit out, then it's a bit difficult to use. Okay, so just a small bit. When you take it out of the pot, give it a squidge. Okay, that mixes the glue and the foam and the glue together. Now, squidge, that's a technical term. Okay, don't forget it, it's very important. Okay, so give it a squidge. Okay, then in a lump, stick it in a big lump onto your piece of pottery where you want that colour to be. Okay, then use your fingers and thumbs to spread it down, spread it out, make it nice and thin. About the thickness of a ball of foam is really good. Okay, if you leave it too flat and bobby, it will probably not look quite so good, but also you'll run out of foam clay. Okay, we've got plenty to do. We've had plenty in the kit to do this unicorn, but it's nice and thin. Just the thickness of a ball of foam. As long as you can't see the white through it, that's fine. But if you leave it all fat and blobby, you'll also lose the definition of your shape. Okay, so it might not look like a unicorn anymore. It might look as like it's a unicorn that's eating all the pies. Okay, a little bit of fat. Okay, so nice and thin. If you spread it too thin though, it doesn't look very, you can see you white through it and it doesn't look very nice. If that happens, don't worry, just get another little piece of foam clay, give it a squidge, and then stick it into that hole and spread it out, not quite so thin as you did before. Okay, so if it goes where you don't want it, don't worry, you just use your back of your nail to push it into shape and then just smooth it out again. Okay, and that's basically all you need to do. So we do have magical pots on our we sell magical pots on our boat. So these can be whatever colours, any patterns that you want them to be in whatever order. Okay, so it doesn't have to be how I've made it. You can use your own imagination. Okay, so you could you could put different colours around this if you want to, or you can put the same colour. I'm going to use the same colour just so that you can see. Okay, so we've taken another little small piece of foam clay out of the pot. Can you remember what we need to do with it once we take it out of the pot? We need to give it a squidge. Okay, very important. Mixes the foam and the glue together. So give it a squidge. And then in a big lump, stick it onto your pot. Not on top, because that's thick enough now, but next to. Okay, and then use your fingers and thumbs to join it up. Nice and thin. Okay, you don't see the join. And you see, you don't see the join. Smooth, make it nice and smooth. And then you just keep going like that. Okay, that's basically all you need to do. what you need to do, very important, cover all your white bits with the colours that you want first. So here I did all my pink bits first, then I did the purple hooves, and then I did the mane, and then the eyes, the smile, and I finished off with the spots because I knew what I got left. Okay, really important that you want to make sure that you got all your white bits covered, because otherwise it goes grey and grubby and doesn't look so nice over time. These are going to keep forever, so, which I'm sure you're going to cherish, but you know, you don't want them to go all grey and grubby in for time. So make sure you cover all the white bits. You don't have to worry too much about the bottom bit. It's not on show, but if you do want to cover the bottom bit, that's fine, but wait until right to the end when you've done the patterns that you want and you can see what foam clay you got left over. Don't make the bottom look really beautiful if you've got no foam clay left to do the top. Common sense. Okay, so once you've covered all the white bits with the colours that you want, so you've got your background colours on, then you can do your patterns and decorations. So spots, I put some spots on mine. Okay, so get a teeny tiny little bit of foam clay. Okay, that's probably a bit big, so I'm going to break that into half. Teeny tiny little bit of foam clay. Difficult to squidge that, it's too small. So just roll it around in between your fingers, or you can do it on the mat. Roll it around and it turns into a ball. Okay, it's going to be quite a big ball, that is. Okay, and then you put it onto your your pot where you want it. Okay, so stick it on. Now, foam clay will stick really easily to itself. When you put in your patterns and decorations on, make sure you're putting them where you want them. If you change your mind, you can't take it off. Okay, this is a bobbly spot. Can you see? Okay, can you see it's sticking out? It's a bobbly spot. You can leave it bobbly if you want to. If you want a flat spot, all you need to do, press it down and it will be a flat spot. Okay, and it goes a lot bigger. So if you only want small spots, you need to use even less than I've used. Okay, practice on your mat before you put them onto your pot, and then you know, okay, how big they're going to be. Okay, you can have all flat spots if you want to. You can have all bobbly spots if you want to. You can have a mixture of flat spots and bobbly spots. If you would like a flat spot with a bobbly spot on top of it, that's what you can have. Okay, so if you want some stripes on there, get another piece of foam clay, give it a squidge. Not too big, not too much, and then roll it onto your table or mat. I'm using a mat, or you can do it directly onto the table. It doesn't make a mess. It won't stain. It may just leave a little bit of stickiness on the table, so you just need to wipe it over with a damp cloth. It'll be fine. It'll all disappear. Okay, so you roll it into a wriggly worm or a sausage. Okay, and depending how thick you want your stripe to be, or your thin line, then that's how much you roll it. Okay, so it will go really thin. Okay, if you get too much, then all it does, and you roll in it, all it'll tend to do is just get too long, and then it just folds in itself and sticks, and you have to start all over again. So use small bits. You can always connect them and join them up. Works really well. Okay, it will go really thin, so just keep rolling. It'll get longer and longer and longer, and thinner and thinner and thinner. It will actually go probably down to the thickness of a ball of foam. Okay, so so just put it on. Okay, and then press it down. Okay, and then you get a nice lovely thin stripe. Now I've done my smile after I've done the background colour, okay, because it's a bit tricky to put the pink down to that line without hiding the mouth. So I would cover the face first and then put the smile on afterwards, but then you've got the difficulty that you can't see where the smile is, so you have to make it up like I've done. Okay, but that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. Whichever way you want to do it though, it's fine. It's your masterpiece. Okay, so we have used, I don't know if you can see the mane here, we have, it looks a little bit, we've not smoothed it out, I've left it all bobbly, so bobbly stripes. Looks a little bit like cornrows, but it gives a little bit of texture to that hair, okay, and that unicorn's mane. So roll out, I'm going to get another little bit extra bit of foam clay, so just roll it out. Okay, roll it to the thickness that you want, not too thick, because then you get lots of nice texture on it. Okay, and I started there and I followed the shape around. Okay, and then I just kept going. I've not flattened it down, I've left it bobbly. Okay, and then I've done the same thing and then put the next stripe down and then the next stripe, and I'll just follow the shape round, which has then given this lovely striped effect and give it some nice lovely texture. Okay, so basically that, oh, the smile's coming off. There we go. That's because it's not sticking to anything, any other bits of foam clay. Let's take it off. Okay, now foam clay, it's sticky enough. Should be sticky enough when it comes. They're brand new pots, so it should be sticky enough. Okay. However, it dries quite quickly, so when you're not using it, if you can, leave the lid on the pot, okay, because otherwise it will dry out too much and it won't stick. If you're having trouble with it sticking, give me a call and I'll show you how to rectify that. I'll explain to you how to rectify that. Okay, but it should be sticky enough. Okay, it is not slime. Okay, it's great, very century, it's lovely to play with. However, if you keep playing with it and pulling it and leaving it out in the open and squidging it and whatever, the glue's going to go all on your hands. It's not going to stay onto the foam clay. It'll dry out and it won't stay onto your pottery. Okay, so it's not slime. Keep it sealed, keep it in the pot. If you've got any left over from doing this, then you can save it for your next project, or you can put it on other things. Okay, so that is foam clay. The foam clay takes about 24 hours to dry. Okay, so when you finish with it, if you have definitely, I mean, I've got some at the bottom. I've tried to tuck my foam clay underneath a little bit so it doesn't peel off as it dries. Okay, so it will stick to whatever it's sat on, okay, while it's drying. Okay, so what we always suggest, and there should be a piece of paper in your kit, okay, we do suggest that you put it on a plate or a saucer while it dries. Okay, it'll take 24 hours to dry, so the day after that you've made it and finished with it, then you should be able to put it wherever you like and it'll be fine. Okay, please don't put it onto bare furniture. I haven't test driven it, but I don't want a bill for priceless Chippendale furniture that's been ruined because your foam clay masterpiece is stuck to it. Okay, don't know if it'll mark it or not, but just don't run the risk. Okay, plate or a saucer, put it on there, leave it to dry, and then after that, once it's completely dry, you can put it where you like. We do, however, suggest that you don't put it on a windowsill. These colours are beautiful. Okay, we want it to stay beautiful. We want you to enjoy it for the rest of your days. But if you put it in the sunshine, what we found with our samples on our shelves is the direct sunshine shining on it just bleaches the colours out. Okay, it doesn't melt it, it just bleaches the colours out. And this will end up really white eventually. Okay, it takes a few years, but don't run the risk. So anywhere out of direct sunlight, so not on your windowsill, but on a shelf or next to your bedside cabinet, or anywhere where you like. On the hearth, on the mantelpiece, downstairs, so everybody, when they eventually come to home to visit you, then they'll think, wow, who's made that? That's really clever. Surely not you. Wow, aren't you clever? All right, great. Have fun with this. It's great fun. I'd love to see your masterpieces, so send us some shots when you've take some photographs when you've done it and send them off to us. You can put them on your social media, tag us in, email them to us, or send it via message on your social media. That'd be great, and we'll post them on your behalf. We'd love to see them. All right, have fun, stay safe, okay, and we look forward to seeing you on the boat soon. Okay, bye.